Well, good morning, everybody. It's another snowy, cold day in the Bend up here in southeast Arkansas. Yeah, and what better to have on a cold, snowy winter day than a big old pot? Yeah, you got it. You got it. Vegetable soup. I'm still in the makings of it. I just got my vegetables and my stuff poured up. I don't have my hamburger meat fixed yet. I've got it working over here on the stove. Got it frying. See, it's going there. I've also got my skillet. Turn the light on. Skillet of grease in there heating up for my cornbread. Okay. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I have had several people ask me for my recipe for cornbread. I don't know why. It's the basic, simple recipe that most everybody, I assume, uses for cornbread. I mean, it's not your sour cream cornbread. It's not jalapeno cornbread. It's not Mexican cornbread. I mean, it's just plain cornbread. Okay. So, if folks want to know what I do, this is what I do. First of all, I use Martha White buttermilk cornmeal mix. I use whole milk. A lot of people use buttermilk. I don't. I use whole milk. I use 2 large eggs. Got a brand new carton here. I'm going to use my first 2 eggs out of it on this cornbread. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to set. I don't know what I'm doing, people, so y'all just going to have to forgive me here. I'm going to try to do this. Okay. Now, the first thing I do, I've got my toaster oven on over there, getting warm for my cornbread. I've already poured up what you saw in my mixing bowl. I have it's a small mixing bowl, so I've got it about 1/4 of the way full. And I just pour my milk in. I don't measure anything. I just pour my milk in and I stir it to if it's the consistency I want. If it's too thick, I add a little more milk. If it's too thin, add a little more cornmeal. Okay, so I got that all fixed up. Got it stirred in here. Let me get my eggs. Got my eggs out. Crack them I guess everybody cracks them on the edge of the countertop. That's one. Get our second one in there. That's 2. And I'm going to stir that up. In the meanwhile, my oil is getting hot in my iron skillet over there on the stove. Okay. Now, I got that all stirred in. Okay, put the top back on the milk. All right, now I get my salt and my pepper. Yes, I do. I salt it a little bit. You seen how much I put? And I pepper my mix a little bit. I like pepper, in case you couldn't tell. Okay. Stir that in really good. Oil still getting hot on the stove over there. And I've got my other ingredients up here I didn't show y'all. I add a little bit of sugar. Some people do. Maybe some people don't. But I do. And again, I don't measure it. It would probably end up to about a tablespoon maybe tablespoon and a half of sugar. And we'll stir that back up. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but everybody seems to like my cornbread. I don't think it's any different than anybody else's. I thought I made it just like everybody else does. I don't know. It's just your basic cornbread. Okay. Let me check my skillet over here. Yeah, I believe my skillet is plenty hot. And I'm going to pour some of the grease off of my skillet that I've got in my skillet. I'm going to pour it into my cornbread mixture. Yep, that's what I do. Got just a little bit. I probably got maybe a tablespoon left in the bottom of the skillet. Okay. So then I'm going to take the oil that I've got over in my mixture. I'm going to stir it up. That ought to be plenty good. And I'm going to pour it up into my cast iron skillet. And I just got a small cast iron skillet. It's just the two of us, so we don't have a big old 12-inch, big, honking, thick pan of cornbread. Because if I did, it'd probably just go to waste. I cook enough just for us two. And I pour it in. That ought to be good. And then I'm going to take my skillet. I'm going to turn this back around. And then we're going to follow it over here to my little handy dandy toaster oven that I've had preheated. And we're going to slide it in. There we go. You see it in there. And that is going to cook. I've never even really timed it, but I'm assuming probably around 30 to 40 minutes. And I've got it set at between, this looks like it's on about 400. Let me back that up a little bit. I'm going to back that up to about 375. And I just keep a check on it. When the top gets golden brown, I take it out, put it on my plate, and it's good to go. And that's my recipe for cornbread. Hope you enjoy it.